All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Yujin Cho. I am the founder and president of Research Club. And yeah, let's start. So, like I mentioned earlier, Zoe, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Zoe. I'm a senior and I'm the vice president.
My name is Sajid Namara. I'm a junior. I'm the contest manager this year.
oh, Rohan, can you hear us? You're deaf, and so. Okay. Yeah. All right. So that's Rohan. You can see him. He's the third to the left. He's our meetings manager. So let's. So firstly, I want you guys to try and answer in the chat, right? Respond to this pretty simple question, right? What is research and what does it mean to conduct research? So let us know, what is your idea of what it means when I ask you to look into this research project or do this study. I'll give you a couple minutes for that. Again, it doesn't have to be correct, just whatever you believe research is in your opinion. Getting and analyzing data, yeah. That's one aspect of research, yeah. Okay. Exploring gaps further to accentuate the existing body of knowledge and filling discontinuities. Yeah, that's also another good explanation. Okay. And then research is when you figure stuff out and tell others about it. Yeah, those are all correct guesses, right? Getting data, adding to the existing field of knowledge, telling others, like expanding the field of literature. These are all parts of research. To formalize the definition a bit more, according to Western Sydney, research is defined as the creation of new knowledge in a new and creative way to generate new concepts, methodologies, and understandings. So more specifically, as it's basically just the combination of creating new knowledge, right? And you're contributing to a field in a way that's systematic, that's empirical, ways that other people can follow in your footsteps, learn how you actually got to that point. You're not just saying, hey, I did this, here's my results, believe me. You're having to actually explain the process, show how you got there, and do it in a way that people in the future can replicate your studies. So, what do we do, right? We talked about research, but how do we actually help for that? I mean, our club name is Research Club. So, our goal is to reduce the barriers to experimental high school research, and we're going to be doing this through course content, weekly meetings, and our hope is anyone who's in the club, who's involved in this club, can build their own projects in the future, have the skills necessary to create research in any real world field, whatever they want. And mainly we do this through four main applications. So firstly, we're going to get you understanding, right? We're going to spend 2 months roughly getting you familiar with what research actually is, going more in depth about the question we just asked. We're going to show you how we can be involved as a high school student, what opportunities are available to you, what science competitions are, like ISEF, and finally, in spring semester-ish, we're going to get you started on how you can publish results, how you can conduct literature reviews. So, Zoe, if you want to explain this aspect.
Okay, so we're gonna have 3 different types of meetings. The first type is general meetings. These kind of guide you through the general process in doing your research project. Like, we're going to guide you through all the steps, and we're also going to be talking about ISEF. So if you're going to compete in that, you should attend these general meetings. In general meetings, we're also going to host guest speakers. We're going to invite professionals to give advice, and yeah, we're going to guide you in like presenting and publishing. And then we have ethics meetings, and these are for guiding you guys through the process of making sure your research is like credible and ethical. And this is important to do, like, to keep in mind throughout your research because you don't want to like have it be useless at the end. And then we also have subject specific classes, and these are for like if you're doing research in computer science, medical, or engineering. We're going to have these specific classes so you can get like more specialized guidance in the fields, and also we're going to teach you like fundamentals you need to do research in these fields.
Yeah, so like Zoe said, this is going to be our 3 main meetings that we're going to host this year. Cool. And we'll come back to this in a bit, but firstly, I'll just want to go ahead and show you the timeline. So the way we're going to structure this year is going to be in 4 main parts, answering each of the 4 main questions that our club is trying to help you through. So firstly, introduction, we're going to spend the months August to September, and this is going to be where we help you understand a field, your specific field of interest. So let's say engineering, right? We're going to help you understand how do actual researchers publish research in engineering fields. Then we're going to help you choose a topic in that field. And then lastly, we're going to help you choose ideas, choose projects, basically get all the foundations done. We're going to spend the next month, 2 months from October to November on experimentation. This is where we're going to be doing outreach, how to cold email researchers, conducting experiments, doing validation. ISEF, this is going to be, the months from December to January is going to be mainly what we use to prepare for ISEF, and this is when we're going to be doing presentation practice, online, in-person, registration, competition, and finally February, April, we hope to finish everything by then, and we're going to be kind of wrapping it up with literature reviews, publishing papers, and having our end of the year party. Cool. So, yeah, Sachit, you want to explain some of the activities we're doing this year?
Yeah, sure. So this year we're expanding our club a lot more. So one thing we strive to do this year is have guest speakers. These are actual licensed researchers who have a lot of knowledge in their field. So they'll give you guidance. We will give you guidance on how to reach out to professionals like cold email, as Eugen said. And these professionals can then mentor you in your research. And you can also hear these tips and experiences from these licensed professionals. And we will do this monthly, most likely. Another thing we want to do this year is have a hackathon, which is it's just like a research style competition, which anybody can do basically. It'll happen in October to November. So, and then also we have a Canvas course this year, so you guys should join that. It'll have weekly optional assignments so that you don't miss a meeting or you don't miss an assignment. And it'll have all our registration forms as well.
Okay, yeah, and I'll briefly pause here and say, if you can't hear anything, or to people who can hear this, but if you could refer this to people who can't, we'll post the meeting slides after, so if you're missing anything, we can just look at what announcements we'll send afterwards. Okay, cool. So, officer applications. We have 2 positions that we're going to have available this year. So we're going to have 1 to 2 freshman representatives, 1 to 2 sophomore representatives, and we're trying this out. So the responsibilities we're thinking of right now is managing online presence, involving in club direction. What are we going to be doing next year? What events are we going to be doing? Are we going to be doing any outreach opportunities? You're going to be kind of leading that and hopefully just helping our club expand in the future. Again, this is just like we're trying this out. These rules aren't concrete. If you're interested in doing something more like defined within the club, that's fine too, or maybe have a smaller presence. We're open to applications. So if you're interested in applying, here's our Google form link. You can scan the QR code or fill out or retype the link. And we'll also have sub-curriculum teachers. This is basically going to be people who help teach part of our curriculum. And like we showed in the slides earlier, let's see, yeah, subject-specific curriculum. Currently, we have teachers for computer science and medicine. If you're interested in doing something like engineering or you're interested in teaching another field that you have expertise in, let us know. We'll be glad to have you on our team. Okay, so going back to, actually, I'll give you guys a bit more time in order to fill out the application. And yeah, one more thing. If you do want to be an officer, you need to pay the fees. You need to obviously be a member of this club in order to join. Okay.
We'll send out the form links later.
Are the form links not working right now?
No, well, you can send them in the chat, I guess.
Oh, yeah, that too.
We should probably go to the member form.
Member form. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Then Rohan, you want to explain the membership?
Yeah. So we will have a membership fee. It's gonna be around It's gonna be around $10. Because so it can be paid on like either 9/12 or 9/19. Those are both Fridays. So but it's for sure gonna be due before the 19th or by the 19th. But you can pay in person. I don't really know about the digital option, but and we'll release the room number like later. This will cover like the end of the year party and maybe competition fees.
Yeah, and if you have any questions about payment, contact Zoe or Sachit. They can give you more information on how you like when you can pay in person or when you can pay online. And as for the room number, it was supposed to be there. We'll send out an announcement after this meeting alongside with all the other resources on how you can access that. Okay, cool. All right, and then quickly, I'm gonna go all the way back to ISEF. So, this is going to be our largest competition of our club. It's going to be a science fair competition, and it's typically held in February. I believe the competition date is February 13th this year, but our project submission date is January 19th. So, what we're basically doing is you're creating a poster, and it can be about any topic you're interested in. There's many different fields. I believe biomedical is one. I'm personally involved in like computer science related topics. There's also like not quite sure about the topic list, but if you're interested in doing engineering or something like that, there's environmental science as well. There's a whole bunch of topics that you can choose from, and yeah, it caters to a bunch of different interests. So whatever your project is, they'll probably have a category for you to compete in. And yeah, we'll talk about this more later on in meetings as well, but ISEF as a competition is really credible for college applications. Like, it looks really good on resumes. It's a thing that a lot of colleges are striving towards nowadays. So if you are interested in padding your application and learning more about graduate study or undergrad research while you're at it, this would be a really good competition to be involved in, no matter your grade. Okay, cool.
Can I say something real quick? If you want to get a general idea about like ISEF, like the different fields and how like different research papers like are structured, you can search up ISEF abstracts. That'll give you like a general idea of what some research papers are like, and you can filter based off of Texas as a region, and you can also see which ISEF abstracts have like won something. So just like search up ISEF abstracts in Google.
Yeah, and again, we're going to be releasing, let's see. Yeah, we'll be releasing like course content through Canvas like weekly. So it's going to be like every week we'll help you check up on your project, and then it's going to be little like Canvas submissions you can do to like get feedback on your topic from both us, from others as well, and we'll guide you through this process. In December, February, we'll also have like 3 presentation practices where 2 of them were going to be online. The final one's going to be in person roughly a month before we actually compete. Then this is going to be like a great chance where you can actually get feedback for how your project might do in the field, how it might be graded, and then obviously practicing those presentation skills, how you're going to display your research. Okay, cool. All right, and I believe that is everything. Cool. All right. So, does anyone have any questions about how our club is going to be run or what events we're going to be doing this year? You have like few moments. Yeah, okay, cool. So, are we going ISEF or are we going more? We might do competitions, not this year. This year we're going to be primarily focusing on Research Club, but throughout the year, if we do like find an interest, we could host journal meetings and then get involved again in other competitions. There's a lot of research competitions at specific universities. So UT Dallas, for example, if you are interested in doing some of those competitions this year, we can help you out individually. but later on next year we might actually like have curriculum for you to aim for that as a whole. Okay, cool. Meetings at school. We are not planning for the end of the year meeting. We probably will, but for the end of the meeting, we will have a meeting in school. But for all the other meetings, we plan to have them in person or online, just so like it's easier for everyone, works better with everyone's schedules, and we can record the lectures and upload them later on. Okay.
Wait, regarding in-person meetings, I don't think that's 100% definitive. We'll probably get like feedback from you guys and see like what you guys think of it. If you think you want in-person meetings because they'll be more beneficial, then we might have in-person meetings. But we'll get back to you guys like later.
Yeah. May Lynn Espinoza. Yeah, we're going to reach out to her to see if she will be like willing to have be a guest speaker this year. And the actual guest speakers, we have not confirmed yet the dates, like the dates for when we're going to have them. But yeah, we do plan to have one roughly every single month, starting from September. And yeah, let's see. In school sponsor, she's Miss Dinspear busy this year, so that's another reason why we're hosting many of our meetings online. We'll see if we can go ahead and do classes in person, but I do think having access to like computers and being able to actually work on it, see it digitally, is a lot more easier and better for getting feedback, especially when you're working on a research topic. Okay, cool. Guest speakers, yeah, we're going to get actual people in the field. It's not just going to be Dr. Gresham or Dr. Heisler just coming and speaking for us. But yeah, sorry, Sachi, you wanted to say something?
No, I was going to answer the question. I was just going to say what you said.
Okay, cool.
To be specific about like Eugen mentioned specific subject meetings, we're going to be teaching ethics, like he said earlier, biomed, computer science, and engineering. That's probably it. We might be able to give like specific help into if you're doing like environmental science, we may be able to help with that. But the classes are just those 4 subjects.
Okay, cool. Are these all the questions? All right, cool. Again, yeah, we'll release the meeting slides on Canvas, or not on Canvas. We'll put the first one in announcements. Again, reminder that we have the form payment. Everything's due by September 19th, so I would start thinking about how you want to pay or what dates you're available on. Again, we'll send the announcements for this as well alongside the meeting, the QR codes for everything. Okay, cool. If you have any further questions, feel free to reach out to any of us like directly, send us a Discord message, but that's it. So if there's no further questions, you can leave. Physical meetings, yes. Like I said earlier, we will have a physical meeting for the end of the year party, but aside from that, we aren't sure if we'll host any physical. Food, I mean, it's online, so probably not. Oh, for the end of the year party, yeah. I'm hoping, I'm planning to order some pizza and then just plan that way. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Okay, cool. In that case, okay. The deadline for payment will be right here, covered right here, September 19th. So It will be either August 12th or 19th in person in front of Miss Dinspear's room, but digital payment would be hard deadline at September 19th. So again, reach out to Sachit or reach out to Zoe for how you pay. Okay, and here's the officer application form too. Let's see if I can. Yeah, and everything related to ISEF, the competition, and alongside like how we access the Canvas course, how you can like submit assignments. We're going to cover that in future meetings. We'll have our first general meeting probably next week or the week after that. So yeah, if you for competitions like TSA, what y'all do is like submit like 8 or like 4 to 8 projects, right? So ISEF, what you're doing is submitting one project for that entire year, and obviously it's going to be something that you believe would actually be valuable to the research community. I've seen like we'll go into depth more on this later on, but I've seen projects where people try to write literature reviews for ISEF, also answer questions that aren't really research. So again, we'll narrow the question down, but if you are looking to get involved, it will have to be something that you're actually doing an experiment on. You're actually like testing something out, seeing if like adding something new to the field. Minimum 200. Okay. All right, so mainly the reason why we include that specific question on our application form is so we don't want you to have too many other commitments, because then like you will be too busy to be fully involved. So it's just trying to gauge what experience you do have and whether you'd be like have enough time to contribute to the club. Okay, yeah, and responsibilities. I will go back to that slide. Oh, okay, yeah. Again, managing online presence, handling the club direction, future events, pretty general stuff. Right now, specifically, the minimum will be like managing socials and then like, managing our socials, keeping up flyers, sort of maintenance. But if you want to go ahead and do more, or if you want to if you want to go ahead and do more, expand the club in a different direction, you're free to. We will have a lot of freedom with what officers can and can do within the club. Yeah. All right. So I'm just going to end it hard here so that we can just go. But again, forward any questions to one of the officers. Thank you everyone for attending today's meeting.